Okay, so Word Skills Beyond the Basics by Stephanie Toman. This one's looking at what we call References To. And References To is back into the References tab where we can find some features that are quite useful with regard to long documents. And indexing, which could be if you become famous and write a book. You never know. So we've got bookmarks, which you can place in a document to get you around, and cross-references will take you to particular pages, to particular paragraphs, so they're inserted sort of hyperlinks within the document, so you can jump around really quickly. Indexes, as we know, back of books, you can find indexes, and it will show you how to create indexes in here, and marking entries, and also place an index within your long document. So if there's anything in here that's helpful, that's good. Help yourself.
Quite a large document quite easily using these links. If you go into the Insert tab, you can see the bookmark feature there. So if we click on that, I've actually got some bookmarks I've included into my document. I've added them in. First of all, let's see what they do. So we've got conclusion. Let's click on our go to, and it jumps to our conclusion heading. Senses jumps to our senses heading, and our sharp pick jumps to our picture chart. So it's quite useful for big documents to get around if you want to find particular things. Let's delete these, and then I'll show you how to create them. So that's how you delete them in an exam. You click on them and delete them and close if they ask you to. If they ask you to create some, let's go through and do our sharp pick first. Click on it, bookmark. Okay, call it what you're going to call it. I'm going to call it a sharp underscore pick because you can't use spaces between words, and add. Then I'm going to go down to my senses heading, bookmark, and I'm going to call it senses. So it overwrites the previous thing. And then I go down to my conclusion and do one for there as well. And add. If I had something that had more than one word, body form, I have to make sure that I highlight the whole thing and then put body form in with an underscore or something like that. You can't just click at the front of it or just the one word when you bookmark. It has to be particularly what they state. Okay, so just be aware of that. Then you can go to the bookmark and you can go to, and they work quite well, as you can see. And if they ask you to delete one, click on it and delete it from the group. And okay, so that's bookmarks covered. It's quite straightforward. The thing that goes with bookmarks are cross-referencing, so it takes it another step further. So if we open up cross-referencing number 4, and I've got an example here of a few different things. I'm going to just bring it down slightly. This number here is a field, hyperlink field, and it jumps to the page number of where the bookmark is, so it does it automatically. So if we look at the bookmarks, let's have a look at insert, and in here we've got some bookmarks set up, so that's what it's jumping to. So they've obviously got to be in there in the first place. So you can have a cross-reference that control and clicks straight to there, but it automatically puts in things like page numbers. You can see it up here, creating references to items, headings, bookmarks, captions, and it can give you the page number, the heading text, the bookmark text. There's lots of features. There's 2 areas. Let's look at the first one. Let's delete that one. We're looking for bookmark and page number, so let's delete it. Leave a space there where we're going to insert it, and right below bookmarks on the Insert tab, there's a cross-referencing feature. So when we're looking at this in the exam, we're looking at for a reference type, and we're looking at to insert the reference to. So it's going to be in the question. So this one, it wants the first one, we're looking for a bookmark, and we were looking for a bookmark page number, and it's going to Elizabeth. So that's what we were doing when we inserted it. So that's the way the question would be. You look at the question, look at what it's referring, what the reference type is, what it's referring to, and then make sure you selected it correctly there. So if I click on insert now and close, if I hover on it and use Control and click, it clicks to the area where Elizabeth is. Okay. The second one is about a numbered item and paragraph number. So let's delete that. And let's do that one. So into cross-reference, we need a numbered item. So we scroll down till we find that. There it is, numbered item. It's on 1 last time, but we could have it on 2. So we're going to do paragraph number and click on 2, insert and close. And if we put the second one in, Control, click, oops, and there you go. Okay, back up to the top. The final one is quite typical, this one here, of an exam question. And what they want you to do is replace what would have been before a normal heading with a hyperlinked heading and heading text. So to put the text of the heading in, but make it hyperlinked. So we delete that out. We make sure we've got a space. So in the exam, you might see this sort of scenario where you've actually got a gap and they ask you to place it between the Pets Corner heading and the Tea Room heading. And they might even say on what page, on page 1. So you place your cursor first into cross-referencing. And what we're asking for this time is a heading, and heading text has gone automatic. Then you look for the heading that it's replacing with a hyperlink. There's your insert hyperlink, not mentioned it before. Sometimes they talk about with an inserted hyperlink, but it's on there by default. And then click on insert and close. And now, Control and click, you will jump to that heading.